real quickly, this is Future Scott talking. I just want to say I said 8 mazes a couple of times. There's actually 9 mazes. Sorry about that, y'all, but I'll throw it back to present day Scott. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring, your #1 stop for all things theme park and haunted attraction related. My name is Scott, and with Knott's Scary Farm approaching very fast, I'm going to be bringing you all a complete survival guide on how to tackle getting everything done at Knott's Scary Farm 2019, with a total of 8 haunted mazes, 5 terrifying scare zones, and 2 headlining shows. There is so much to do at Knott's Scary Farm with a limited time during the event. And that is why today I bring you the Knott's Scary Farm 2019 Complete Survival Guide. But before we get into that, make sure to check me out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. And click that subscribe button if you want to see more Knott's Scary Farm related content and haunt attraction content in general, because we will be out at Knott's Scary Farm 2019 opening night on Thursday. It's Thursday, September 19th. So like I said, it's approaching very fast, and we'll be there filming a full vlog and filming walkthroughs of the 2 brand new mazes. And haunt season has started, so make sure to go check out my haunt content that's already out right now on the channel between Fright Fest and Halloween Horror Nights. Make sure to have those bell notifications on. Lastly, visit our website SoCalExploring.com for more detailed theme park updates and haunt attraction news. Now, the survival guide with Knott's Scary Farm is a little bit different compared to other haunt events, because with Knott's Scary Farm, they only bring 2 brand new mazes each and every year. So the rest of the mazes, the rest of the 6 mazes are all mazes that have been there in the past years. So with the 2 new mazes, instead of going to do a certain strategy as far as different parts of the park where mazes are located, with this, the first thing you're going to want to do when you get in and out Scary Farm, no matter what time you get in, you're going to want to go to both Waxworks, which is located in the Ghost Rider location. It's right next to Ghost Rider in the backstage area of Knott's to the left of the entrance, and Origins, the Curse of Calico. Now, I recommend hitting up Waxworks first, because I've noticed with that particular maze location, that gets a lot longer than Origins would. Origins kind of bumps here and there a little bit. That is located where the Red Barn was last year, directly across from Special Ops Infected in Ghost Town. And I feel as if Waxworks, the maze location in general, gets a lot more busy than where Origins is located. So I definitely recommend going to Waxworks first, and then if you feel confident enough that Origins isn't going to be very busy, then hit the 3 different mazes back there as well, because there's 3 different mazes: the Depths, Dark Entities, and Paranormal Inc. located in that backstage area where Waxworks is as well. What time should you arrive to Knott's Scary Farm? Well, it depends. If you want to catch the opening ceremony where all the monsters come running out of the crowd and be in the front area and be some of the first people in the mazes, then I highly recommend getting there at least 2 hours early. Give yourself some time to park and everything, and then wait outside. You'll see there's a lot of horror fans, a lot of Scary Farm fans already waiting outside the gates, so you won't be alone if you want to be in the front of opening ceremony. And then they'll open the gates around 6:30, I believe. The event kicks off at 7 p.m. and they'll open the gates at 6:30. Parking is $20, so just take into account that you'll be paying for parking as you get there on top of the ticket, unless you already have it or you have a Knott's Scary Farm pass, which are in especially great value. Just visit the Knott's website for more detail on that. Now, if you don't really care about getting there early at all, or you just kind of want to have a relaxed night, then get there at whatever time you want. Skip opening ceremony, because you could get there around like 6:45. Opening ceremony happens, and then you're let in with the crowd. It's just some of the people will get to the newer mazes a lot faster than you. But if you don't mind missing opening ceremony, then I definitely recommend getting there around 6:30. Give yourself some time to park, like I said. That way you can just kind of merge into the mazes without having to wait there for a very long time, and still get into the mazes as most people do at the same exact time. Now, once you hit Waxworks and Origins, basically you're free to do whatever you want. Now, the more popular mazes, in my opinion, will be Dark Ride, the Depths, and Pumpkin Eater as well. Actually, no. Dark Ride, the Depths, and Special Ops Infected. Those are typically the popular mazes. Dark Ride and the Depths are a little bit newer And Special Ops Infected draws a lot of people in because it is a zombie interactive shooting game. You actually go in there with a gun, kind of like a laser gun, and you fire at the zombies, and it's all in good fun. And you really can't do it at any other haunt event, and that's why it gets so popular really fast. You want to make sure to check your park map right after you get out of Waxworks and Origins, because there are 2 shows this year. There's Puppet Up Uncensored, which is a comedical puppet show, and there's everyone's favorite show, the humorous Hanging Show, which is located in the Ghost Town area of the park, directly across from the Calico Mine Ride. It's a giant stage. It's really hard to miss, and there's a giant noose there, and that's because they hang the most horrendous offender of pop culture that year. So we don't know who it's going to be this year. All we know is that the show is filled with comedical laughs and is not recommended for children under 13, nor is the event in general, but this is a lot of adult humor and such. So if you're bringing your kid for the first time and not scared from, I don't know if it'd be the best thing to show them this show, because like I said, they use profanity in it and make pop culture references that may be a little bit offensive. So I highly recommend staying away from it if you're bringing your child for the first time to the event. But it's definitely a fun show. Last year they hung Logan Paul, and it was a very good show, a very thought out show, and I'm hoping that it's going to be a very thought out comedical show this year as well. But like I said, 2 shows, 2 very comedical shows. I believe the Hanging the first show goes on at 8 o'clock. It's about a 30-minute show. I don't know when Puppet Up will be going on, but if you want to see those shows, make sure you get there at least 15 to 30 minutes early, because they will fill up very fast, especially if you want good seating for these shows. With the Hanging, it's only standing, but with Puppet Up Uncensored, you're actually in the theater, so you're sitting down. With Puppet Up Uncensored, though, I don't think it's going to draw as large of a crowd, because it's something new. It used to be Elvira and drawing a lot of people, but with Puppet Up Uncensored, I think the crowds will kind of vary and you don't have to get there as early. But with the Hanging, it's definitely a fan favorite, and a lot of people like to watch the very first show. So if you want front standing room, then get there early. But if you don't mind and you want to see like kind of the whole stage, because there's stuff to happen around it too, then you can get there about 15 minutes early. Not that early. With these shows, you just want to make sure to check your park map, like I said, and make sure that you don't miss the show times, because there's a limited amount of show times. So make sure you're checking that park map. And then after you hit the shows, or you hit one show, you're kind of free to do whatever. Definitely check out Dark Ride and the Depths and Special Ops, like I said. I mean, if you do Origins second, Origins is literally right across from Special Ops, so you'll easily just hop right into Special Ops immediately after you get out of Origins. The exit actually leads you right into the direction of the entrance of Special Ops Infected, and then feel free to roam around and do all the terrifying mazes. And really, it's not that hard to tackle all the scare zones, since Knott is more of a smaller park, so it's not that hard to tackle all the scare zones, because we have Ghost Town streets, and then we have the Boardwalk, which is the Carnival area, and then we have the Fiesta area, which is kind of a Day of the Dead scare zone, and they have Forsaken Lake, which is right near the Silver Bullet area, and then you have the Hollow, which is in Camp Snoopy area. So you're really walking through all of Knott's, and you're going to experience all of the different scare zones. There's nowhere to hide, unfortunately, for you scaredy cats out there. There's nowhere to hide. These monsters are looking for people to scare and give a good time, but there's definitely really no game plan that you need as far as the scare zones go, because you need to walk through the scare zones, all the scare zones, to get to the different mazes if you want to do all the mazes. So I really have no guide to the scare zones, but if you really like Forsaken Lake or you really like Carnival, then make sure to go to those scare zones first so you can enjoy it. I definitely recommend planning your night around the first 2 brand new mazes first, which again are Waxworks or in Origins, and then diving into shows, and then right after going in to all the different mazes. But really think about which ones you think will be a lot more popular. And if it's your first year, kind of just have fun. You're going to wait in lines. You just got to expect that, but be kind to one another. Everyone's there to have fun. The characters are not meant to be touched. They won't touch you if you don't touch them. So do not touch the characters. Do not be rude. And overall, just be mature and cautious of the people around you. There's a lot of younger audience / kids that go to Not Scary Farm rather than other haunt events. So just keep in mind that there will be a lot more kids there potentially being immature, and then just have an open mind is to be patient. That's what I always think when I go to these haunt events, is be patient, because at the end of the day, everyone's there to have fun and to get scared. Like I said, you can purchase tickets at knotts.com for Not Scary Farm 2019. It kicks off on Thursday, September 19th. We are so close. That's this week, and I'm very excited for Not Scary Farm 2019 to see the brand new mazes and everything new that Knott has to offer this year. We'll be posting a full vlog and walkthroughs, so if you're not able to make it out to the event, then make sure you have those bell notifications on so you can know when those walkthroughs go up, and that vlog, so you know what to expect when you go later on in the year, or if you're not able to go at all, at least you can watch it on the screen of your computer or your phone or wherever you're watching and experience Not Scary Farm 2019 to some extent. Check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. And like I said, subscribe with those bell notifications on. Lastly, visit our website, SoCalExploring.com, for more detailed theme park updates and haunted attraction news. I have been Scott, and you have been watching SoCal Exploring. Stay spooky on, everybody. I can't talk. I'm so tired for this weekend. It's been a busy weekend. So let's do that again. Stay spooky, everybody. And most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace.